Thank you so much, Arjun, and a lot of suspense. So good evening, everyone. I'm Radhika, and like Arjun introduced me, I'm an intellectual property and commercial lawyer. So let's go back to October of 2022. So I'll take you back there, back in time. I just completed my course, like Arjun said, from Goldman Sachs, and I was on 10th heaven at that time. And there was this call I got from a very established law firm in Bombay, saying we want to work with you, we want to acquire your firm, and we want you to join us. And I went on the 15th heaven, very happy with the news that, I'm going to get, we're going to tie up and they're going to acquire the firm. And then I went to Bombay. And when I went there, for me, my team, I refer to them as my colleagues. Not as my juniors, not as people who work for me. They are my colleagues. And when I went to Bombay, I saw a completely different picture. I saw that their juniors are spoken to very rudely. They are supposed to work, and they are very proud of the fact that the team works for 19 to 20 hours a day, and that's how our team works. When I came back, I was, I think, underground. I was in no heaven. I went right under, and that's when I realized that culture matters. And I refused, and I told the firm, thank you so much. And they were shocked, because for them, what they were offering me, they thought I couldn't have achieved in next 10 years. And what they were offering my team also, as per them, could not have been achieved by me in 10 years. And I was told that very clearly, that you're making the biggest mistake of your life and you're going to regret. And I was like, okay, fine. And at that time, I was thinking, I started thinking about the colleagues, and I said, am I doing the right thing for them? Can I offer them what this firm was offering? Or will it be better if I allow them to go to another firm and close my practice? So that is where I came from 15th heaven to down under. And that time I came to Balaji and I said, sir, this is what's happening. And he said, give me 3 months. Are you willing to give 3 months? And then at the end of 3 months, you can take a call of what you want to do. And I said, yeah, okay, fine. We'll do 3 months. And then the journey started. And we started with something known as the Golden Strategy Square. And what that entailed was, the first question that Balaji asked me, why do you do what you do? And I gave all kind of answers that a lawyer will give. And then the digging deep and looking internally started. And after 2 sessions, I realized that so he asked me, he says, who are your favorite clients? Why do you like working with them? What is it about the work that you do you enjoy? Tell me your high points, tell me your low points. All of that happened. And I went through it. He says, just go with the flow, don't worry about the outcome, just give all the answers. And I gave those answers. And at the end of it, what I realized is my passion and what calls me is safeguarding people. And that is the why. And when that why got clear for me, then I started looking at, okay, I like to safeguard people. Which people? At that time, I was working with anybody and everybody who came. There was no thing that, okay, I'll work here, I'll do this. I was doing everything, and that was also tiring out the team. We were taking all the work that was coming. And then I started really asking and working with her on looking at what kind of clients do I want to work with? What are the core values of the firm? What does Alethea Legal stand for? What does Raddhika stand for? So keeping the fact of safeguarding interests at the back, at the mind, I started looking at the core values of the firm. And the core values were very clear. Integrity, transparency, and respect. These 3 things mattered the most. And then we started looking at the kind of clients and the kind of assignments I want to do, where I get to safeguard people and also look at empowering them, enabling them, and enriching them. All the 3. And one thing that sir told me, it's not only for them. That empowering, enabling, and enriching is for you and your team as well. And you have to look at on how you can do that. And that is when the kind of assignments we started taking, the kind of clients we started working with, all changed. Earlier, there were different types of clients I was working with. When I started looking at the strategy, what came up for me was artists, authors, startups. They are the kind of clients that we could work with. Why? Because they are vulnerable. They are not aware of their rights. They don't know how to secure their rights. They don't know where to go, and they don't know how to negotiate and what is right for them. And they were the kind of people I wanted to work with because they respect the legal advice that they get. They make you partners. And those are the kind of people that my team and I wanted to work with, who value the advice that they're getting, who implement it, who enjoy it. Then we also had clients who would speak to us and say, get our mark registered. And I would say it's not possible. We can't. This is where you will have an issue. Oh, other people can do it and you know how they can do it. And they would indirectly tell us to do things which we were very clear we will not, because that went against the principle of integrity. So we were clear. There were very large clients who I had to politely say, I'm sorry, I can't do this. And that is where the integrity really helped us. So we were very clear on the kind of clients who we wanted to work with. That is where the shift happened with the team. I started spending time with the team. Every meeting, my question to the team was, the email that you sent, the call that you did, were you safeguarding the interest of the client? Were you simplifying it for them? Were you helping, were you understanding what their business truly stands for? Were you adding value? And that is how the team started looking at every work. And another principle through this which came out was that the firm belongs to my team. That was another thing when we were looking at safeguarding interests, when Sir started looking at the team that is with me. For me, my team is the equal owner of the firm. They are my most important assets, and that started getting communicated to them as well. Not through words, but through actions. So they knew every decision, every outcome that happens, they are consulted. They are part of it. And communication with clients, like earlier I had to look at every email that went out. Now, they are doing work where they take ownership. And they take calls and they say, okay, this is how we want to do. They have become partners with me in strategizing. They say, Radhika, let's do this, let's implement this. This is how we can, help our clients better. This is how we can safeguard. All this happened by answering a simple question, which is why? Why do I do what I do? And why? What is the intention behind it? When all this happened, we started communicating that to clients. We started interacting with those kind of clients. We started reaching out to people for whom their IP matters the most and for whom it is very important to safeguard it. That is how the business just turned around. And we are a small team, but when people hear that we're just a team of 3, people are shocked because of the kind of work that we do. It is the team, the reason behind it, the team is passionate about what they do. All 3 of us know the why, and that why binds the firm together. So the purpose is something, just knowing the purpose, just knowing the golden why has made such a huge difference that in the last 2.5 years, when that law firm told me you cannot achieve what we are offering you, we achieved it this year. And when we achieved it this year, this is our 11th year of the firm. And this year we got nominated. We did not win, but we got nominated as the IP Law Firm of the Year by ALB. And I'm standing here and I'm thinking 2.5 years back I was going to shut the firm. So this is the power of knowing the why. This is the power of knowing your golden why. And this is the power of knowing why you do what you do and how you can make a difference in the lives of people. Not just yourself, but your firm and the people that you work for. All my clients are people that I'm very passionate about because they allow us to do what we do every day. And I think that is what I would love to share. And yeah, and Balaji, thank you so much for creating LEC and the Golden Vibe. It's been phenomenal, and I always knew that I'm living my dream, but now I know that my team is living their dream. Every day they are grateful for the work they're doing. I'm getting to inspire them, and they are inspiring me. So thank you so much.